guys, thanks so much for joining me. Sherry here with Fit to Be Live, and today's video is all about easy recipes. If you or members of your family work outside the home, lunches are probably one of those things that you just cringe over. This past year, I've really committed to sending my husband to work with healthy, sustaining foods. The easiest way to do this is to send a canteen with leftovers from the night before, but you don't want mushy, gross leftovers, and not everything travels well. I'm going to share some recipes with you that have worked really well for us. They travel well in a canteen, they're boosting with nutrition, and they're easy to prepare and easy to reheat in the morning. Everybody wins! I would love it if you clicked a like on this video, and if you haven't done so yet, please consider subscribing to my channel. I love having leftover cooked meat, and I will slice it or cube it and store it in the freezer in washed milk bags. The plastic is very thick, so it protects the meat from freezer burn, and it's so handy in future recipes. For today's recipes, you can use any cubed cooked turkey or chicken. Preparing a large platter of roasted vegetables makes making more than one recipe quite easy. We start with about 6 regular smallish potatoes, 1 small sweet potato, 2 carrots, and a handful of garlic cloves peeled. Of course, we can't forget the onions. Use 1 or 2 large ones. I sprinkle this liberally with avocado oil and toss to coat. Then I add my seasonings. This is all important as it will provide the flavor that will enhance all of these recipes so nicely. Preheat the oven to 400 degrees. After the first 15 minutes, we're going to give these a gentle turn and allow them to brown and finish cooking for another 10 to 15 minutes. Our first recipe is hearty turkey stew, where we're going to add 1.5 to 2 cups of cubed cooked turkey or chicken, and about half of the vegetables from our roasted vegetable platter. You'll want to separate the whole cloves of garlic and mash them up before adding to the stew. Again, about half the amount. Add enough bone broth to cover and bring to a simmer. Season with salt to taste and add about 1 cupful of frozen peas. Cover and bring to a boil. In the meantime, add 1 to 2 tablespoons of flour to about half a cup of water, and once boiling, mix this well into the stew to thicken the gravy. Our second recipe is a hamburger hash and gravy, where we're going to start by preheating some avocado oil in a frying pan over medium heat. In the meantime, slice up 1 or 2 large onions and 1 to 2 cloves of garlic. We'll saute these in the hot oil and then add 3 pounds of ground beef and cook until browned. Season with salt and pepper, and once cooked, set half of this aside. We're going to use it later. We'll add the remaining crushed garlic and vegetables from our roasted vegetable platter. and mix well. To make that delicious gravy, we're going to add some bone broth to this recipe as well. Give it a good stir, and then add about a cup of frozen corn. We'll add some fresh or dried rosemary and oregano. Taste and season with more salt if necessary. And then make the same thickener that we did for the first recipe, using about half a cup of water and 1 to 2 tablespoons of flour. Remember to bring this to a boil before adding the thickener. Today's final recipe, easy add-on chili, piggybacks on the cooked ground beef that we made earlier. You're going to take what's left of it, mix it with 1 can of tomatoes, 1 cup of canned or cooked beans of any type, a can of tomato paste, and 1 packet of chili seasoning. Simmer this for 15 minutes and you're good to go.